All right, guys. So yesterday we did in fact witness the biggest crash in history for crypto. So pretty much, guys, okay, crypto crashed yesterday, and you guys need to understand it wasn't just crypto. Even the stock market crashed. Okay, about 1.2 trillion dollars wiped out in stocks. Okay, in the stock market, and for crypto, about 20 billion. Okay, 19 to 20 billion dollars was liquidated. Okay, so understand, guys, this is the biggest liquidation event that has ever happened in crypto history, right? And you guys need to understand this was much worse than what happened with FTX. Okay, with that crash happening, this is like twice as bad. Even with the COVID crash. Okay, and I already talked about this in yesterday's video. So we know, guys. Okay, Kaspa dumped a lot. Okay, so I want to give you guys an update, okay, on Kaspa, and I hope you guys are doing okay. Okay, that's what I want to say firstly. Hope you guys, okay, are doing fine. Okay, all the Kaspa holders out there, understand it. Yes, yesterday we did in fact see a massive drop happening for Kaspa. It dropped all the way down to a cent. And I never thought that day would come, literally, right? I'll admit it. I never thought that day would come, but clearly it did. But you guys need to understand, no one at all expected this to happen. Okay, now we know, guys, okay, the markets are, manipulated, right? It really is, okay? Market makers, okay, you name it, right? It's all there, guys, okay? And that's why we did in fact see a massive crash. And a fair few, I want to say a group of people, okay? I don't know if it is a group of people, but some people out there were insiders, okay? We saw someone making over $88 million putting a Bitcoin short. Like, this person knew something was about to happen, okay? And he did this, trade, right? Shorting Bitcoin 30 minutes after, Trump announcing tariffs on China. Because as we know, guys, yesterday, yes, Donald Trump did in fact announce 100% tariffs on China, which also caused this crash to happen as well, pretty much, right? So understand, guys, big players are selling. Okay, that's why we saw the market crash. So big sellers are selling, and of course, everyone is gonna panic, and that's why we saw the market crash even more, right? So understand, guys. I hope you guys are doing fine. Okay, honestly, I do. I hope you guys are truly, hanging in there right now for whether it's Bitcoin, Kaspa, and just crypto in general, right? But understand, this is truly a buying opportunity. Okay, it really is, guys. This is the best time to load up. If you guys have been planning on when to, get into the market or accumulate more, this is obviously the best time to do all of that. Okay, to load up more, to accumulate more, and an opportunity to get into the market if you haven't already, right? This is the best time to do it because Bitcoin is so low right now. Okay, right now it's currently at $110,000. Casper is currently at 5 cents. Okay, and a lot of altcoins, as we know, yesterday dropped a lot. Yeah, we saw Bitcoin dropping, but altcoins yesterday dropped like crazy. Okay, we saw a lot of altcoins dropping 50%, 80%, 90% even. Okay, so understand, guys. Okay, altcoins yesterday took a big hit, like Kaspa. So I want to talk about Kaspa today, give you guys a little update what is happening right now with Kaspa. So this is pretty much a day later after the crash, right? What happened yesterday? Because like I said, this was in fact the biggest liquidation event that has ever happened in crypto history. Okay, so I want to give you guys an update. So looking at Kaspa right now, guys. Okay. So yeah, yesterday we saw Kaspa dropping all the way as low as 1 cent. I believe actually went a bit lower than that, but pretty much 1 cent. Okay, now if we go to the 15-minute time frame and we look at this even more closer, you guys can clearly see this candle went from 5 cents all the way down to a cent pretty much, right? Look at this wick, by the way, guys. Look at this. Okay, on the 15-minute time frame, and then look right after what happened. Okay, once Kaspa, did reach 1 cent, and then it just bounced back up all the way back up to 5 cents straight away. So it took 15 minutes for this candle to, form, okay, and go down all the way to 1 cent. Now, guys, for everyone that did catch Kaspa when it was at 3 cents, okay, or even 4 cents, or even 2 cents, to even, of course, 1 cent when it was all the way down over here. Understand how lucky you are. This was a 15-minute time frame for you to catch Kaspa, below 3 cents. Okay, 2 cents to even 1 cent. This was a 15-minute time frame, guys. So the timing has to be there. And I know some people did manage to buy Kaspa when it was at 4 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents, even at 1 cent, which is very, very lucky. Okay, it really is all luck, guys, because this, was a 15-minute time frame. This all happened in just 15 minutes. Okay, and then of course, right after that, what happened? Kaspa just bounced back up to 5 cents straight away. Okay, you guys clearly see that. So understand how lucky you are for you to catch some Kaspa, whether it's at 4 cents or lower. Okay, especially right at 1 cent. Okay, and I know some people yesterday couldn't, catch any Kaspa, to scoop up any Kaspa when it was at like 3 cents, 2 cents, or even at 1 cent. I get it, right? Some exchanges yesterday was having difficulties. Okay, we couldn't even have buy orders or anything like that. For example, like Kraken. I know a lot of us use Kraken to buy Kaspa, and yeah, a lot of us could not buy Kaspa yesterday, right? For some reason, it just wouldn't let us. Okay, which was really, really sus, right? It really is in general. So this is where Kaspa is right now today, guys. Okay, Kaspa's currently at 5 cents. So let's go over here. And yeah, you guys can clearly see, yesterday we did actually see Kaspa going back up to 6 cents. Okay, 0.64. So it did in fact have a beautiful recovery, and it was almost going back up to 7 cents. But right now, guys, okay, past few hours, especially today, right, it is slightly dropping further down to the downside, back down at 5 cents. So right now, Kaspa is currently at 0.055. Okay, so not too bad. Okay, we are in fact seeing a slight recovery. Okay, I mean, it is a pretty decent recovery, right? From 1 cent right to where we are right now. But do I think we will see Kaspa going further down to the downside, right? Maybe, it is possible, right? And if I do see Kaspa, okay, going back down to 4 cents or lower, I'm going to try my best to catch that, right? I do, in fact, have some buy orders. So I'm for sure going to take that as an opportunity to buy Kaspa, guys. Because honestly, I am very, very bummed that I did not catch any Kaspa when it was at 4 cents or lower. I wish I did, but I just didn't, right? It all happened so quick, okay? But honestly, guys, buying Kaspa right now at 5 cents is a blessing. It really, really is. Buying Kaspa at any price below 10 cents, it's a blessing, right? It really, really is, guys. Even when Kaspa was at 7 cents, that was still a blessing, right? So buying Kaspa right now, guys, at 5 cents, understand it's still a blessing. Just DCA. Okay, as I told you guys many, many times, it's dollar cost average. That is the best thing to do right now, right? It really, really is. So yeah, Kaspa today is slightly up, okay, 5%, not too bad. Now, for the week, of course, it is down. Okay, look at this, 27%, guys, almost 30%. Yesterday, Kaspa was down like over 80%, like 90%, I believe, which was insane. But it did in fact have, a bounce back up, right? So yeah, a little recovery happening for Kaspa. Okay, yes, clearly. So that right now slightly dropping back down, but I really don't mind. If it drops down to 4 cents, 3 cents, okay, I'm going to buy more Kaspa, 100%, guys. I'm going to take that as an opportunity to buy more. But understand, guys, Kaspa's going to have a recovery no matter what happens. And it's not just with Kaspa, it's with Bitcoin and other altcoins, right? Even the stock market. Yes, everything dropped yesterday, but understand everything will bounce back up, okay? It will recover, guys, okay? Please understand that. I know times like this, okay, especially if you are in fact a new investor, it's harsh, okay? It really, really is. We're gonna get events like this, guys, okay? Black Swan events, right? We're gonna get events like this. It happens, guys, okay? We saw the FTX crash. We saw with the COVID crash, even with, Terra Luna. I don't know if you guys remember that, but with Terra Luna, when that collapsed, man, that brought the market even lower, okay? So events like this do happen in crypto, okay? It really, really does, guys. So you just got to be very, very careful, okay? A lot of people obviously did in fact get liquidated, right? Yesterday we did in fact see the biggest liquidation event happening for crypto, okay? It was like the worst crash ever, But honestly, guys, I'm used to it and I'm not panicking. You guys can just tell, right? I am not panicking at all. I've been in the crypto space for over 5 years now. I know how the markets work. We're going to get days like this and it's completely normal and I'm just used to it, right? And I know days like this is a buying opportunity because it is. Okay, it really, really is a buying opportunity. Now, looking at the Kaspa monthly returns, we are down over 25%, guys, so almost 26%, 25.9% for this month in October. Not looking too good, but understand, like I said, right, a lot of alts are down. Okay, altcoins took a big hit yesterday, not just Kaspa, right? Altcoins in general, okay, majority of altcoins took a beating yesterday, guys, even Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is in the reds as well for October. And we know for Bitcoin, usually Bitcoin is the most bullish month for Bitcoin, right? And a lot of people call it October, but that turned real quick to Dumptober yesterday, right? So understand, guys, I do believe we will see a recovery, okay? This is truly a golden opportunity to stack Kaspa, okay? And of course, whether it's your favorite altcoins, right? And of course, Bitcoin, okay? Now, today, the volume, $162 million, okay? I feel like the volume has, in fact, been increasing, okay? And look at the market cap. Yesterday, we saw it at about $1.6 billion. It's dropped lower. You also clearly see it's at $1.5 billion, okay? So, yeah, it's been a while since we have seen, the Kaspa market cap at $1.5 billion. Usually we do see it at like 2 billion usually, right? Or even at 3 billion, right? Like beyond 2 billion at least. But yeah, it's been a while since we have seen it at 1.5 billion, guys. So of course the market cap, has dropped since the price of Kaspa has dropped significantly. The next reduction is in 23 days, as we all know. Okay, and the transactions today, nothing too crazy, right? It's over 20, transactions per second. So nothing too crazy today. But everything for Kaspa is slightly recovering. Okay, it's not too bad, guys. Like we saw it going from 1 cent, and then now it went back up to 6 cents at one point, almost back up to 7 cents. So understand, guys, we're gonna see a beautiful recovery happening for Kaspa eventually, right? No matter what happens with Kaspa, okay, whether it goes back down to 4 cents or lower, we're gonna see it go, bouncing back up, right? We're gonna see Kaspa bounce back up, guys. Okay, understand, Kaspa is gonna have a beautiful recovery, and I hope you guys are truly ready for that. Okay, because it will happen. While Kaspa is at 5 cents, okay, this is the best time to buy. This is truly the best time to buy, guys. Okay, so is that new saying? I've been telling guys, since Kaspa was below 10 cents, this is the best time to buy. Now, since Kaspa is below 7 cents, this is the best time to buy. Okay, it really, really is. It's so cheap right now, guys. Okay, so yeah, you guys can clearly see, I do believe some people knew that, this crash was in fact going to be happening yesterday. And I do believe insiders were ready, right? So I already talked about this in yesterday's video, but yeah, you guys can clearly see a Bitcoin whale placed a multi-million-dollar short just 30 minutes before Trump's tariff announcement. 1 hour later, they made $192 million profits from the biggest crypto liquidation event ever. The accounts were brand new and funds were withdrawn immediately. Did they know? Yes, they're 100% new. Okay, these are 100% insiders. Okay, like they made $192 million, guys, overall. Look at this, right? Over 100 million there, 104 million there, and then over $88 million here. Okay, so like I said, okay, there were insiders, guys. Okay, you guys just clearly see that, and big, players were selling. Okay, obviously, a lot of people did in fact get liquidated, like I said. Okay, and that just brought panic to the market, right? And just people were just panic selling, okay? And that caused the market to drop even more. So Fast Fire Hustle says here, how are my Kaspa peeps holding up? Cheap prices, okay? And I said here, more bullish than ever, golden opportunity now to load up at very low prices, okay? And a lot of people are loading up, okay? You guys clearly see, right? People are loading up their bags, okay? You guys clearly see that. So it's always nice to see, right? And like I said at the beginning of this video, I hope you guys are doing okay. Understand Kaspa right now, I know it's harsh times, right? Not just for Kaspa, like I said, but just crypto in general. Even the stock market, $1.2 trillion wiped out from the stock market. Just think about that. Okay. Like that's even worse than crypto. So understand, okay, everything's gonna have a beautiful recovery. Like we are already seeing Kaspa having a recovery. Yesterday, it jumped back to 6 cents, almost back up to 7 cents, where it was originally when the whole thing crashed. Okay, understand that, guys. Just look at it, right? It almost went back up to 7 cents, where it was originally, okay, before the market crashed like crazy. Okay, so we're gonna see a recovery happening for Kaspa. Okay, understand that, guys. So understand while Kaspa is super undervalued right now, okay, it's at 5 cents. I think this is a great time to load up, guys. So this person says here, well, for everyone saying to me, Kaspa will never reach 1 cent, you were all wrong. And I admit it, right? Like I said at the beginning of this video, even I mentioned this in yesterday's video as well. I admitted that I was wrong, guys, because I told you guys it's very, very unlikely for Kaspa to go back down to 1 cent. Like, what can cause Kaspa to drop to 1 cent? That's what I was thinking, right? But of course, since this crash happened yesterday, right, and no one expected, like I said, right, no one expected this to happen. Of course, Kaspa dropped. Okay, no one expected this to happen. You didn't expect this to happen. I didn't expect this to happen, right? So I was just wondering, like, what can actually cause Kaspa to drop to 1 cent? Well, events like this, and no one knew that this was coming, right? I even said right over here, yep, that's me, sadly, right? Because it really is me, guys, because I was literally one of the people, right, that said we will never see Kaspa at 1 cent, but clearly it did, okay? So that is that, all right? But yeah, you guys can clearly see over here, honestly, this is the most painful thing with tonight's crash. Kaspa going down to 1 cent and bouncing back to 5 cents. Every 10K USD was 1 million Kaspa. Now 1 mil Kaspa is 50K. That is insane. Just think about that, guys. 50K invested into Kaspa at 1 mil. Okay. Sorry. Well, what does it say here? Oh, now 1 million. So if you want 1 million Kaspa, okay, it'll be like $50,000 investment. And I believe if you did do that, buy when it was at 1 cent. Okay, so that'll be massive, guys. Just imagine that. So, and he says here, it really is 15 minutes of fame. Did anyone manage to catch this? So yeah, like I said, guys, looking at this around the 15-minute time frame, you literally had only a few minutes to catch Kaspa below 4 cents. Okay, whether it was at 4 cents or below 4 cents, right? You have to clearly see that. Okay, so you had to have really, really good timing to catch Kaspa when it was at 1 cent or even at 2 cents. And this person, I already, showed you guys this in yesterday's video about Dark Lord here. Okay, saying feeling beyond lucky right now. And yeah, look at this, right? He managed to buy over 1 million Kaspa at 1 cent. Just look at this. This is actually insane, guys. And he even says here, 90% luck, 10% skill. Like I said, this really is all luck. Everyone that managed to catch some Kaspa when I was at 1 cent, you are very, very lucky. Understand that. You are very, very lucky. Okay? Very lucky indeed. And I even said here, okay, to be honest, I hope Kaspa drops back to 2 cents or even 1 cent. Imagine the opportunity. And like I said, guys, okay, I really want Kaspa to drop back down to these levels, okay? I really, really do, because I'm not going to miss this opportunity. Once we do see Kaspa, potentially going back down to these price levels, 2 cents or even 1 cent, okay? Just imagine the golden opportunity, a chance again to catch and scoop up some Kaspa at these price levels, okay? I hope you guys are ready. Be prepared, because it can happen. Thinking about it now, it can happen, guys, right? So that is that. I really do believe in the next upcoming few weeks, I do believe the market, will probably not recover massively, and I don't mind, right? Because I'm taking this moment right now to stack as much, Bitcoin and especially Kaspa as I possibly can. You guys know, right? All I'm buying right now is just Bitcoin and Kaspa, long term, right? So that is that. And yeah, this person says here, if you could stomach the dip to 1 cent, you deserve the run to $1 Kaspa soon. And yeah, it's going to happen soon, right? We know Kaspa will eventually be reaching the dollar ranges, and it's going to happen. So it is very, very true. Everyone that has the stomach to, Kaspa reaching 1 cent, okay, you deserve, the run up to when Kaspa reaches $1. You 100% deserve it, okay? Don't get shaken out, guys. Understand, Kaspa will eventually recover, and it still remains, right, strong, in my opinion, right? It really, really does, okay? Kaspa today is already having a beautiful recovery. And I still believe, of course, right? Nothing changes, guys, with my mindset for Kaspa. I still believe Kaspa will be reaching the dollar ranges, whether that's $1, $3, $5, $10, and beyond. It's going to be happening for Kaspa. Okay, understand that, guys. No matter what happens, we're going to see a beautiful run up happening for Kaspa. We're going to see Kaspa breaking out. Okay, and I hope you guys are truly ready for that. Now, look at this. Okay, like I said, a lot of people were buying Kaspa, which was amazing to see. Okay, but whales are buying as well. So Yasa Wallet, 48 and 59 weren't scared of that dip. Wish I had spare fiat when that happened. Okay, and I 100% agree what he said here at the end, right, David? People out there probably ran out of fiat. They didn't have, the capital to buy the dip. Okay, they ran out of ammo. That happens. I've been there. Okay. And if you can't buy the dip, guys, just buy when you can. Understand it's okay to not buy the dip. Okay. Just simply hold your positions and just buy when you can. Right. That's simply it. Okay. That's really all you can do. Right. But yeah, it's great to see, Kaspa whales continuing to accumulate Kaspa during this time period. They know that this is a great time to buy, guys. Okay. Remember, smart money is flowing into Kaspa, which is always nice to see. Now look at this. This is actually very, very interesting. So it says here, looks like there have been plenty of new people buying the Kaspa dip. Look at the increase of all the Kaspa sea creatures over the last 24 hours. 5 new whales, 23 new sharks, 153 new dolphins, 204 new fishes, 48 new octopus, and 60 new crabs. So yeah, you guys can clearly see yesterday a lot of people, okay, were buying Kaspa. They took that as an opportunity to buy the dip. And it's great because now you guys can clearly see the category for a lot of these sea creatures have been increasing. We are in fact seeing new crabs, new octopus, new fishes, dolphins, sharks, whales. Okay, so it's great to see people taking, that dip yesterday that we saw as an opportunity to buy. Even today, Kaspa at 5 cents is still, like I said, right? It's still a great time to accumulate Kaspa. Okay, it really, really is, guys. Now, looking at this, okay, like I said, right, no matter what happens with Kaspa, we're going to see it recovering back up to the upside. This is going to be happening for Kaspa, okay? So it says here about Kaspa Daily, Kaspa has reached oversold levels seen only twice before in its history. The last 2 times this happened, it marked the start of major reversals. One rally took Kaspa from 1 cent to 15 cents before correction, and another saw gains of over 100% within weeks. What will it be this time? And that's true. Okay, what will it be this time? Okay, I don't think anything's going to change. Like I said, we're going to see a beautiful recovery happening for Kaspa, guys. Okay, we're going to see Kaspa bouncing back up, right, to 7 cents, 8 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, and then eventually back up to its previous highs of 20 cents, and of course, reaching new highs. Okay, it's going to take some time, okay, since Kaspa has, dumped quite a bit, right? But understand, I don't mind if Kaspa takes its time to reach new all-time highs, okay, for it to go back up to its previous highs of 20 cents, even reaching new highs, because like I said, I'm taking this moment right now to stack as much Kaspa as I possibly can. I am loading up as much as I possibly can before we see a beautiful breakout happening for Kaspa, guys, okay? Now, looking at this, okay, and this person says here, now that silver is about to make an all-time high, don't forget to stock up on some digital silver too, which is Kaspa, because we know Bitcoin is digital gold and Kaspa, okay, is digital silver. A lot of people think that's Litecoin. Litecoin is digital silver. No, it's Kaspa, okay? But yeah, I told you guys, okay, I even tweeted about this saying, I told you guys that I am thinking about diversifying, my investments, because right now my net worth is mainly in crypto, right? Which is Bitcoin and Kaspa, especially Bitcoin, right? This is where my money is. mainly, right, I'm pretty much all in on both Bitcoin and Kaspa, right? I do have still have some Ethereum. Um, but yeah, I want to diversify, my investments, guys, and I want to start investing into precious metals like silver and gold, even, right? So I will make more separate videos talking about this, but yeah, I am in fact planning on, investing into, precious metals. And if you guys are in fact investors into gold or silver or any other precious metals, let me know. You guys have any tips for me, because I am in fact a new investor coming into this. So if you have any tips, let me know in the comments below. But yes, I am thinking about, investing and putting some of my money into precious metals like gold and silver. Okay, so that is that. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys are doing fine. Understand, like I said many times, Caspa's going to have a beautiful recovery. Okay, this is not the time to be panicking right now. I mean, I think we are all feeling a bit more better since Caspa is back at 5 cents at least. It's not at like 3 cents or 2 cents. I wish it was at 2 3 cents. I'll be buying a bunch of Caspa right now. But even buying, like I said, even buying Caspa at 5 cents is still a blessing, right? It really is, guys. This is still a great time to load up on Caspa at 5 cents even. Okay, it really is. So I hope you guys are doing fine. Okay, do not panic. This is not the time to be panicking. This is the time to simply be loading up as much Caspa as you possibly can. Remember, we are in Caspa long term. We're not in it for short term. We're not in Caspa to make a quick buck. You need to have that mindset of long term. It's just like with Bitcoin. A lot of people that are buying into Bitcoin, they have that mindset of just saving in Bitcoin. Okay, going all in on Bitcoin, right, and just saving in it. That means they're just simply buying and hodling Bitcoin. That is it. They're not selling it for short term. It's the same thing with Caspa. We need to have that same exact mindset for Caspa. Remember, you guys are in it for long term. Hope you are, right? I hope you guys are not in it for a quick buck. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with taking profits. So when Caspa does, reach new all-time highs, you can take profits. I have nothing against people, obviously, taking profits. This is not financial advice, guys, of course, right? So always do your own research and just do you, right? But understand, I highly suggest you guys to hold some Caspa long term. Okay, yeah, go ahead and take some money off the table, but I highly suggest you guys to hold some Caspa long term. And of course, that is not financial advice. Always do your own research, guys. So that being said, okay, just a little update. I say little, this video is like almost 30 minutes long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, I hope you guys are doing fine. But yeah, I'm not stressing about the price. In fact, I am loving it, guys. Okay, I really am. I'm not stressing about it at all. And yeah, like I said, I really do wish Caspa, I think it can happen that we do see it going back down to like 4 cents to even 3 cents. And if it does, man, I'm going to take that as an opportunity to accumulate more. So that being said, I appreciate all you guys. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. That is always much appreciated. Stay strong, guys. Okay. With your, conviction with Kaspa, don't lose faith for Kaspa. Understand where this project is heading long term down in the future. Okay. So that being said, I appreciate every single one of you guys, and yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.